Asantes were a proud Akan race, much as they are today. The entire Gold Coast had fallen under British control except for the Asante Kingdom, which was where all the gold was. For almost a century, the British colonialists had tried everything to conquer the Asantes, but not even their superior firepower and advanced weaponry had been sufficient to overrun the stubborn, proud, brave Akans. One day, the Gold Coast colonial governor, Frederick Hodgson, managed to round up leaders of the Asante families, including the then Asante Hene, Prempeh I, as well as the Ejisu Hene, and many other paramount chiefs. Now, they were treated as rebel leaders, terrorists, war criminals, but fully aware of the uncontrollable uprising that would be caused if these kings were executed. The colonial governor decided to exile them to the Seychelles instead. Now, soon after the exile, the clever governor called a meeting with the remaining Asante leaders and struck a deal with them. Give us the golden stool and we'll release your kings to you. Now, this was a particularly move because the governor knew and understood how Stool was to the Asante. That was the source of their strength and pride, and he knew that he didn't have to send thousands of soldiers to conquer the brave Asantes. He simply had to take away their stool. The leaders brought the proposal back for discussion at council level. This was where things started to get hairy. It was clear that on this occasion, defying the whites was not going to be as easy as it had been in the past. The elders still knew right from wrong, just as they had known for over a century. They knew how much their forefathers had fought and sacrificed to keep the Brits out for 100 years. They knew how their people were dying for some motivation just to keep their battle spirits up. But how could they continue to defy the Brits now that their leaders had been exiled? I mean, think about it. Imagine Ghana at war. Enemy has captured our president and says we should bring our flag in exchange for him. What would we do? Under such pressure, who can blame us for doing the wrong thing, even though we know right from wrong? It's the same pressure we feel today when we violate traffic regulations and the police seize our license, or when university admissions are almost over and we haven't made the grade to qualify, or when we need that permit from the ministries and we haven't met the legal requirements. It is pressure which causes us to consider other options than the right one. The Asante leaders in the 1900s felt this pressure, and in spite of their history of pride and defiance, they were considering handing over the golden stool to the British. That was when Ya Asantwa of Ejisu stood up and spoke. Okay, now she was not going to give in without a fight, so she said those immortal words in the famous speech that ended with, "I must say this. If you, the men of Asante, will not go forward, then we will. We, the women, will. I still call upon my fellow women. We will fight the white men. We will fight till the last of us falls in the battlefield." She didn't just speak, though. She backed it by actions. And in this first week of Ghana month, every morning for the rest of the week, I'll bring you lessons from the lives of great Ghanaians. This morning, Ya Asantwa is our great Ghanaian, and her life teaches us a number of lessons. First of all, we know right from wrong. However, heroes are the ones who don't just know, but will stand up for right no matter what. Also, don't just stand up for it, do it as well. Don't just talk about how bad the police are for taking bribes. Refuse to pay the next time a policeman stops you at a checkpoint and asks you for money. Don't just say it, do it. And finally, doing the right thing can cost you. It might turn your own people against you, like it did for Ya Asantwa. In a society that has become used to doing wrong, choosing right is a sacrifice. But still, you've got to make that sacrifice. Otherwise, Ghana won't be the best we're capable of. My name is Joy99.7, and like you, I'm a Ghanaian. That means it's our destiny to be great. Good morning, Ghana.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Joy News at 6. The news